Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Tennessee in the mix for an elite five-star linebacker, Sammy Brown. Not only elite, the top linebacker in the country for the class of 2024, but not only are they in the mix for Sammy Brown, this is a game-changing type of linebacker, but some of the comments he made about the University of Tennessee recently are very, very interesting. We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. It should be encouraging for all Tennessee fans. But as always, do me a favor, go ahead and smash that like button just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. Just hit that little thumbs up. It helps the channel. I would appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts. We're not insiders. We're not media. We don't talk at you. We talk with you. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Tons of fun content coming your way. Going to be live Sunday night. 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, playing NCAA football. We'll talk vol football. We'll talk transfer portal, recruiting news, all that good stuff. Also, Monday, national championship watch party, Georgia versus TCU. We've got a new membership tier down below. If you join the channel, watch party enthusiast, you're going to have an opportunity to come on and watch the game with the gang. Should be a good time as well. And then next Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to do a live stream. Way too early predictions for 2023. So should be a good time talking about the future of Tennessee football with Joe Milton taking the snaps. We'll talk a little quarterback competition. You guys know the deal. It'll always be a good time, but let's jump into it. Let's talk about elite five-star linebacker Sammy Brown. Again, five-star prospect, according to 247 Sports, number one linebacker in the country, number 6 ranked player overall. This is a type of linebacker that is a game changer. You know, we talk about stacking recruiting classes, and I do that a lot with the defensive line. And really the reason I kind of do it with the defensive line, because this coaching staff has already had success, particularly at the edge position, stacking recruiting classes. But now we're seeing it at linebacker. We are seeing this coaching staff do a pretty good job. We saw their first recruiting class come in, the class of 22, Elijah Herring, Caleb Perry. We've seen Elijah Herring make some plays. But then you follow that up with the class of 23, Arian Carter, Jalen Smith, 2 legitimate 4-star prospects in that class at the linebacker position. You've also got Jalen Smith, you've also got Jeremiah Telander, who a lot of people think is an underrated recruit as a 3-star. But this coaching staff doing a good job with the linebacker position. And I know we talk about needs a lot, and the linebacker position is a position that comes up. Corner is another position that comes up. Tennessee's got some legitimate corners committed in the class of 23 as well. So going to be interesting to see how this staff continues to build the defensive side of the ball. I think the offense is always going to go score. They're always going to go put points on the board. But Sammy Brown is an elite level prospect, but he had some interesting things to say about Tennessee. That's what I want to get into. This article here from A to Z Sports. Shout out to Zach Reagan. He's the writer of this article. He was on the channel for the charity stream earlier in the week. Says elite 5-star recruit from Georgia makes bold statement about Tennessee football. Says here, Sammy Brown revealed his top 6 schools this week. It's including Tennessee, Clemson, Georgia, Notre Dame, Ohio State, and Oklahoma. Now, if you go over to the on3.com recruiting prediction machine, they've got Georgia out front at 24%, Clemson 21%, Tennessee 10%. Now, Chad Simmons recently said he thought that Clemson kind of had the edge, kind of had the lead. How much did that Orange Bowl play into this? If Clemson's a little bit out front, Tennessee put a beating on Clemson in that Orange Bowl. Does that sway the mind of a young Sammy Brown at all? Goes on to say here, 6'2.5", 225 from Jefferson, Georgia. Is ranked in the 247 Sports Composite rankings as the top linebacker in the country, number 4 ranked player out of Georgia, 12th ranked player overall. Again, that's in the 247 Sports consensus. Says essentially whoever lands Brown will be getting a future NFL linebacker who could be a game changer as a college player. That's what I say, man. He is a game changer. He is elite. He's that dude. This would be a huge commitment. It's going to be a battle. Anytime you're fighting for the top-ranked linebacker in the country and you see those teams that are involved, the teams that are in the mix, the Clemsons, the Georgias, it's going to be a battle on the recruiting trail. We have to understand that. Goes on to say here, he spoke to On3 about his recruitment after revealing his top 6 and had some extremely positive things to say about Tennessee. Says, I would just say it's just how head coach Josh Heupel's done up there. The things he's done are very impressive, especially to do in just 2 years of time. I think he's going to continue to build that program, and they're going to be dangerous in the next couple of years. I think they have a shot to win the SEC and possibly play for a national championship with the way they're going. So again, the article here talks about bold statements. Thinks Tennessee's going to win an SEC championship, national championship. That's why you come to Tennessee. That is why you come to Tennessee. Now, there's also an article over on On3 that's behind a paywall. I don't share articles that are pay sites. That's not my style. I don't do that. But some interesting quotes in there too about continuity and about the culture and stability of the programs that he's got in his top six. And I think that's very interesting that he includes Tennessee in there, says stable programs that are going to be dynasties. They're going to have coaches stay around 5 to 10 years. He goes on and says they have great cultures, great football mindset, and that's what really stood out the most. So talking about stability and longevity and Coach Heupel sticking around and being around, and that's what we have missed at the University of Tennessee for our football program for a long, long time. And a lot of people would say, you know, when you were talking about Butch Jones, Jeremy Pruitt, Derek Dooley, well, they need more time. We need stability. You don't need stability when you've got inept head coaches, when you've got inept assistant coaches. You need stability and longevity when you have legitimate, authentic football coaches, and that's what we've got on this staff now. So now we need that stability. And, you know, I made the video yesterday about Joey Housley. If you missed that, go back and check it out. Or Halsley, for those of you that get upset about my pronunciation issues. Go back and check that video out because it's not just about him being promoted. It's about why that is so important for Tennessee football. So go back and check out that video from yesterday. I think you'll enjoy it. The article goes on to say a couple of years ago, a statement like this from a recruit would be laughed at by rival fan bases. But after watching the Vols go 11-2 in Heupel's second season, Tennessee would have been in the playoff if not for an unexplainable late season loss to South Carolina. Brown's statement doesn't come off as far-fetched. In fact, I'd almost say it's likely that UT plays in a natty in the next couple of years. Who would have thought that 2 years ago that I would be typing that? Landing Brown could certainly help Tennessee make that championship prediction come true. It would also be a massive recruiting win over the Georgia Bulldogs. So that's the article from A to Z Sports. Again, Sammy Brown, just a legitimate dude. He's a legitimate dude. He's been on campus a lot already, been on campus several times, 3 different times, I believe. One of those times was for the Florida game last year. When asked about it, he said it was electric. I mean, the last time I came, it was electric and they lost close. This time it was electric and they won close. So it's really good to finally see them get the win. They've been doing really good. They're 4-0, and it's the first time they've been like that in a really long time. And I'm excited to see what they can do this year. Well, let me tell you something, Sammy. Well, I can predict the future. They're going to go 11-2 with a big-time bowl win over Clemson, who's also in your top 6. So that's where they're going to end up for this year. Big time win over Alabama. They're going to rip the goalpost down. They're going to destroy LSU on the road. Absolutely amazing season. And a kid like Sammy Brown is taking notice. He talks about the fans. Says they're loyal to the very, very end till that buzzer hits 0, packed in the stands, and they stay after. I mean, there's the fans in the stands right now. So I'm just really impressed with how loyal all the fans are and the way that they'll stay to the very end. So that was Sammy Brown's comments after visiting for the Florida game. But again, just wanted to put the news out there. Big time for number 1 linebacker in the country to have Tennessee right there in the hunt. They are in the mix for Sammy Brown. But on top of that, some of the comments that he made about the University of Tennessee, just confirming that Tennessee is back. And I get the argument of, Boogie, if you're going to be back, you got to do it for multiple years. I get that. I understand that. But dang it, Tennessee football is back where they belong. They're nationally relevant. They're winning some of these recruiting battles like the Arian Carter. When you've got Alabama scrambling, trying to get in the school, make contact with Carter, that's the type of recruiting battles you have to win. Hit the comment section. Let me know your thoughts. The comments about stability, national championships, SEC championships, also how big of a prospect is Sammy Brown for the class of 24. Make sure you smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. Also, go check out the merch, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS Indian All Sport. Greatly appreciated. As always, shout out to all the members of the channel. Got the watch party coming up on Monday night. National Championship Watch Party. I don't know how many people are going to be on here, but you guys have an opportunity. If you join the channel, find that watch party enthusiast tier. You're going to get the link. You're going to be able to come on, and you're going to be able to hang out, watch the national championship game with myself, Dauber, JP, Snake, Xavier, Gabe. Who knows who will be in the house, but you're going to be right here with us. But that's going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.